Hi, I'm Joran van Pol, and I'm a techno DJ and producer. I've released music on labels like Minus, Rejected, Sci Tech, and Ideal Audio. And I'm from Amsterdam. I think it started back in high school. In Holland there's always been a lot of electronic music on national radio. So I kind of got infected by that. And back then, which was around, 2011, 2002, the only way to really collect electronic music was still vinyl. So I started going to record shops, and that's how sort of the DJ virus got to me. So I started playing at school parties, and everybody was like, what is he doing with his electronic music? Just give us our top 40 hip hop, But, it slowly grew, and along the way I picked up producing and started teaching myself in the pre-YouTube era. God, I really sound old now. But and then in 2008 I landed my first club gig in Studio 80. And from there it grew further and further. Well, first of all, it was really unexpected because I was seriously producing for a few years and playing Studio 80. And then at one point, I came across Richie's Dropbox on SoundCloud. I was like, well, let's just try and put something in there. And then when he emailed me like 3 or 4 weeks later, I was completely surprised. I'd almost forgotten that I dropped it in there. And he was like, hey man, your work is really cool. Can I hear more? And I was just mind blown. That was the first time ever that a record label had interest in my music, because I had never put anything out before that. And then we kept talking, and that eventually led to my first Minus release. Well, what I really like about him is that he tries to find new ways of doing things. And I always think that if you find new ways of doing things, then you also change the whole thing itself, regardless of what it is. So for example, the new mixer, it's not going to be for everyone, which is completely fine. But it is nice to have something that breaks away from the traditional 4-channel, 3 or 4 band EQ mixer. I'm really inspired by that. And also my setup is definitely inspired by what he does. I wouldn't say it's exactly the same, but he really inspired me to look further than just mixing 2 records together. Maybe a label is a bit of a big word. It's just a way for me to put music out myself. The label's going to be called Fate. And I was hungry to put out more music. And I also started noticing that my fans were really in need of more and a bunch of new music. And I'm sitting on so much material. Dealing with big labels is nice. It gets you a lot of exposure, but there's also like you're one in so many who wants to put out something on the label. So I was like, well, why not do it myself? Why not try and bring it directly to my fans or to the people who would like to listen to my music? So that's why I kind of decided to start my own label. And definitely in the first year, it's only going to be just me on the label. I guess I can say it now. For the first release, we've managed to get Luigi Madonna for a remix. So there's going to be 2 originals for me and then 1 remix from Luigi Madonna. Sort of approaching towards the end of the summer. I've had some really cool shows. I've been working a lot in studio for the label, obviously, because once it's going to be there, there's going to be a whole bunch of new music, so I'm preparing everything for that. So yeah, 2016 was really nice so far in terms of gigs, and in terms of music, it was all about preparation. And towards the winter, we're gonna see a lot more new music. Yeah.